up, though, y'all? This is Ami with The Real Visual Outlet, and as always beside me,
So.
And today we have a special guest, the beautiful, talented entertainer, singer, model, actress, host, Biance Bad. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Please tell us your social media and where you're from.
My social media is Biance, spelled BIANCE _BADD, and I am from Detroit.
Detroit. Now tell us what it was like growing up in Detroit for you.
Well, growing up here was hard. I grew up real poor. My family went through a lot. I didn't have a dad, struggled with a mom, having to raise a lot of kids and things like that. And I'm the youngest, so it was kind of hard. You know, we used to steal groceries and try to like get water from neighbors' houses to survive and things like that I remember. But through it all, my mom, she kept us in church and she made sure we kept God first. So
we actually saw a post when you were coming up on Hartwell.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you used to make songs out of everything.
Yeah.
You know, they said you would drop a football and make a song out of it, stuff like that. So who would you say introduced you to music, and why do you think it made such an impression on you from an early age?
I would say what introduced me to music, my mom, she used to always sing when I was a kid, like around the kitchen, and play like the Mary J. Blige album and stuff like that. I'm sure y'all familiar. A lot of parents do that. But I would say like myself really, like I started to watch movies and videos, and then I became more interested in music when I seen the movie What's Love Got to Do with It.
Mm-hmm.
So like Tina Turner, after seeing that, I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, she's a star. Like, she not to sing, she could dance, she going through all of this, but she's so strong and she just such a good person. So after seeing that movie, I'm like, you know what, I want to be a singer. I want to do that. I want to do the same thing she doing. I want to have a band. I want to tour. I want to, you know, just fall in love and, you know, all of that stuff. So ever since then, after seeing that movie, I could say I was probably like 7 years old, and then ever since then, like I just kept singing, kept going to church and singing in the choir, and then school, singing in the school choirs, and then just never stopping, just singing.
You say you grew up listening to Mary J. Blige and things of that nature. Anymore, do you have any influencers?
Yes. Like I said, my first one was Tina Turner. I was like, yeah, that was the first singer that I fell in love with at a young age. And then people like Beyonce, like I'm sure everybody go to her, but the reason why she like one of my influences was because I could relate to her. You know, a lot of women can, but she know how to make music in every aspect in life, and she tell her story, so people can relate to her. So she was for sure one of my role models. And then, like I said, Tina Turner, and I like people like Toni Braxton, and what's her name? No, that's Toni Braxton. I'm trying to think of the other singer name. What's Celine going on? I can't think of her name. No, the one that's like never, wherever you are. What's her name?
Celine Dion.
Yeah, Celine Dion.
Okay, so you like those powerhouse singers and stuff
powerhouse
like that.
singers.
Okay, all right.
Emotional singers.
Yeah.
You got a strong voice yourself. So
Thank you.
Absolutely, yeah,
Thanks.
I love it.
Thanks.
So now, was music something that you always wanted to pursue? Because we've been following you and looking at your Instagram page. So back in like 2013, 2014, you were back and forth to Lansing.
Yeah.
You know, performing and networking and things of that nature. Were you in school at the time?
Yes.
Okay.
I attended Lansing Community College. I was at the time I was transitioning from graduating from high school, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do in my life. I wasted probably like 2 years before I figured it out. And then me and my best friend, we got like some real good jobs out in Lansing, and they ended up being like full-time. So we like, you know what, let's just move to Lansing, start going to school. And like, you know, I'm just taking music in college, you know, since I don't want to just strictly go to school and work. I want to still be able to do music. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just take up a music major. Started to go to school, did 3 years down there, and I was doing, you know, showcases and performances out there as well. But I figured, like, if I came back to Detroit, I'll be put on a bigger scale because everybody out here was moving and working and, you know, and growing. So it's like I started to come out here and do shows and go back and forth. That's what you're seeing, like all the back and forth when I was living in Lansing and coming to Detroit. But then I eventually made the move. I'm like, you know what, I'm coming back home. Like, I'm coming back home. I just want to do what I need to do here. And I started doing my own showcases here. So that's what really made me move back here.
Okay.
The influence I had on my city.
Okay, so you had voice lessons with Kenny Hickson.
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that.
You guys know so much about me. Oh Lord, they did their research, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Kenny Hickson, he's a really good vocal trainer. I met him at Mix Factory One Studio, and he like fell in love with my voice, and I fell in love with his. I'm like, you know what, we should work together. And then he started to train me, and yeah, it just went from there.
So what's something that you think as a singer that you struggle with, you know, as far as vocally, you know, for you to have voice lessons? Because I think your voice is amazing.
Thank you, thank you. Vocally, some things I struggle with as a singer, I could say probably higher pitch. You know, I can sing, I'm soprano, I can sing higher pitch songs, but like when they get like, like I would say E note or whatever note it is, it's like once you pass that on the piano, that's the only thing I can say I struggle with. I'm trying, you know, but other than that, I'm very talented. I'm very like I got a very great range, so I can go from low, high, you know, alto, soprano, tenor. I can go that low, so I got a real good range. Thank you.
Broken Glass. Now, was that your first single as a breakout artist, or what was your first single?
Actually, no. It's crazy that you mentioned Broken Glasses. That was like a song I did in college with a producer named Ashley Roberts. I was just testing my voice and writing my own music, and that was like one of the first songs I did do, like as far as like not knowing what I was doing and just putting something out. And I think I put that on SoundCloud. I think I deleted it though. It's not on there no more, because that was like my very earlier on work, and I'm like, I don't know about this, but yeah, that was like one of my first songs, Broken Glass.
Yeah. Private Dancer was a part of your Faded EP. You know, you promoted that heavily.
Yeah.
Nice track.
Thank you.
So was the Faded, was that your first EP, Faded?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And Private Dancer was my first song off the EP that I released. That was the first single I started pushing here in the city.
So tell us what it was like, you know, performing that. You've done many performances with it, creating that song. You know what I'm saying? It was a really nice single. Tell us, like, what was your process for that? And where did you go when you basically? Well,
as I mentioned earlier, my favorite singer, my first favorite idol was Tina Turner. And if y'all do your research, she had a song called Private Dancer.
Okay.
So I piggybacked off of that, and I you know, made it my own, and it became a song about someone being someone's private dancer. You know, it's about men that work all week and they grind and they just want to get relaxed, and they come home and they got that wife or their girlfriend, whoever she is, mistress, somebody there that's gonna private dance for them. So I wanted to put everybody in that element when I made this song. And yeah, I actually shot a video to it. Unfortunately, Super Ray didn't it just didn't work out. Like, it just didn't get released, so I just never put it out. But then I moved on to Fade In, and I put that video out, which is on YouTube now. Yeah, I put a lot of work behind that.
It's really nice.
Thank you.
It's really nice.
Thank you.
You did your thing. So, you know, you also dance as well. Tell us how long you've been dancing.
I've been dancing ever since I was singing.
Ever since you were singing? Oh my goodness. You was a true Tina Turner.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a good job in the city. I wanted to be just like her, for real. I wanted to dance, sing, and ever since then, I started to pick up the real great choreography and just mimic people that I seen that was real great dancers, and I just started to kill it too.
You damn sure did.
Thank you. I really want to start showcasing my dancing more though. So this year,
I see you recently.
You
posted something. You did a nice little dance for.
Well, that's something else.
But it's still good. It's talent.
It's better than what I was doing.
That's not really showcasing what I really could do though. So I just really want to show people that I really could dance. You know, I really could do some real hard choreography.
Absolutely.
So,
well, they waiting on you.
I'm waiting
for sure. So you got a project out a single out that is actually recent, you know, Why You Acting Like a Bitch?
Yes.
And you promote that heavily.
Yes.
Who is acting like a bitch?
That's all these niggas, man.
It's pertaining to any man that acts like a woman, you know? It's like, it's not like, oh, I was talking about one particular person in this song, or this was, you know, dialogue for one person. No, it's like a lot of women complain about their men acting like broads, you know.
And look, she over here, she don't like guys that act too. She want a guy that could take charge. Ain't that right?
I just, you know, listen. I just like for a guy to, you know what he wants, you know, and things of that nature, and you know, not depend upon me to make the decision. So I definitely can relate. Why you acting like a bitch?
Right.
Why are you acting like a bitch?
Why?
And I don't even act like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's like I stopped acting like that. I started acting like you. I started acting like a man. I started acting more masculine. And now we switched roles.
We just switched goddamn roles.
Roles.
Why?
I don't understand why.
But you know, this is what it's come to. You know,
it is what it's come to, and I'm just like, I had to make a song about it because it's like I know a lot of women feel that way about the men these days because just now how they dress. Just look at that, you know.
Absolutely.
And it's like, why y'all dressing like us now? You know, why you acting like, you know? So it's just like
you got these niggas buying purses. I do. I'm opted out.
You gotta wear bonds and just everything we do. It just pertains to all of the men that act like women.
Y'all better check out this goddamn single Why You Acting
Yes,
Like a Bitch.
make sure y'all check it out. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. It's on all music outlets, on iTunes, Spotify. You know, just check it out. Why You Acting Like a Bitch, Bianca Bad, produced by Helluva. He actually wrote the song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. He wrote the song. Helluva, what? You already know these niggas act like bitches.
And we got together. He was like, you know, what you want to talk about? I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of tired. I'm tired of men acting like. I'm just tired of men. I'm tired of people asking me for this. I'm tired of making all the money and they sit at the crib. You know, I'm just tired of all of that. So he just took all my ideas and I guess he asked a few women what they was going through with their men, and he just came in with this hit, and I'm just like, yes, that's it.
So we're gonna jump into this. Name some advantages and disadvantages that come with being a female in this industry.
So I'm gonna start with the advantages. I always start with the positive. So some of the advantages with being a female artist is basically being a female. Females rule, you feel me? This right here rules everything.
got power.
So men, they kind of cuckoo in the head about it. So it's like, you know, having that advantage, being a female, being dominant, being beautiful. Women just have naturally great presences. So when you're around a woman, it's like, you know, you need that kind of energy. So just being a woman overall in this industry is an advantage. I feel like being a woman raised in Detroit too gives you an advantage because not everybody go through what we go through here. You know, not everybody can survive, you know, what we survive here. So I feel like that's an advantage too. Disadvantages, that could be a disadvantage too, being a woman, because men, they pride on that, and they just like, they feel like, okay, well, I'm the dominant one, so if you need to get where you gotta go, you gotta, you know, do something, or you gotta, you know, I got all of this going, so what you gonna do for it, you know? So they like got that advantage sometimes, but now that women are starting to get their power back and starting to learn how to run their own labels and stack their own bread and, you know, do everything that the men were already doing, it's like, okay, now y'all can't take that away from us. We can do it ourselves. We can be our own engineers, you know? We don't have to sit there and get flirted with by the engineer all because we know we gotta get our song mixed. So, you know, we started to learn how to do everything ourselves. But that's definitely a disadvantage too, being a woman, you know, still it's an advantage and a disadvantage.
Absolutely. But, you know, it's no longer the patriarch, it's about to be the matriarch for real.
Yeah.
You know, women are taking over.
Women are taking over.
They're regaining their powers that, you know, men have tried to take away from us, but you know, we gonna stand strong.
Exactly.
That's why they acting like bitches.
Exactly. Would you have to have a bottle of water? I'm a little harsh.
You're right. We normally have them sitting out, so.
Oh, okay.
I know I seen something where you were talking about like your management and things like that. So right now you don't have a management and you're strictly doing everything on your own.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about that and that journey?
The journey is amazing yet hard. When you're doing everything by yourself, it's like, you know, you got to go through all of the loops, but you know, you kind of need a team to kind of help you. You need somebody that's, you know, scratching out the shows and somebody that's worrying about the wardrobe. And I do it by myself, so it's like hard. It's like, okay, I'm running out of time. I'm always late. You know, it's like when you're doing everything on your own. But you know, with me not having management, it's an advantage because it's like I'm a new artist and I get the leeway to kind of mess up, you know, like I'm new, don't nobody know me just yet. Like, okay, people know me here in the city, but I'm not mainstream just yet. So I'm kind of like, I got a lot of room for trial and error, you know, without having a manager, you know. Well, having a manager right now, it's kind of like I gotta be strict in the box. I'm constrained to certain things, but it's kind of like I'm free now that I'm doing everything independently. I'm putting on my own budgets. I'm setting my own days. I'm setting my own time where I'm relaxing. So I'm able to be flexible without having somebody telling me what to do. I wouldn't mind having a manager. I feel like God will bless me with a management company, somebody that, even a production team. I don't even necessarily want a manager. Because like I said, being a woman in the industry, it's kind of hard. You know, I run into a lot of men that they say they want to manage me, but it's like, okay, but I want to get to know you first. And I get that. Build a relationship, build a rapport. Mm-hmm. It's like, I want to get to know you first. Mm-hmm. I got to get to know you first.
So what's something that you look for production company-wise or even management-wise?
I'm really looking for marketing right now because that's the only thing I'm missing. If y'all notice, like I got a very great fan base, a very great following. I do a lot of shows, you know, but it's like I do a lot of great videos. I put out a lot of great quality music that most people, you know, it's like how is she not successful or not even, I'm not even gonna say not successful because I am successful. Well, how is she not like mainstream or signed yet or, you know, just out here, you know, but it's just like, it's just all in time and it's just all in God's plan. Right now, it's not time for me to have a manager and a production team. But when I do get one, I just need somebody to market me, right? I need somebody that's gonna come behind with a huge budget, and you know, put me out there in the forefront, get me on the radio, billboards, get me on tours, and get me on features with mainstream artists and things like that. Once I start that and getting the marketing down, it's like I'm out the door, you know. Mm-hmm. And this is what I'm learning myself, so watch out, because once I start learning how to market myself better, which I'm starting to do better now with my visuals and pictures and stuff like that, once I start to really do that, I probably won't even need a manager. It's like, let's go.
That's the beauty of it. Yeah, that self-control, that freedom, that creativity. Yeah. I feel like sometimes people, you know, and sometimes management, they have more than one artist, you know, mm-hmm. They don't know how to balance it, you know, It's just a lot of things that play in the factor. So I feel like what you're doing is very beautiful. You know?
But what did we hear anyway with one manager we was speaking to, and they said that what they look for in an artist is someone that already has that drive to do most of the stuff on their own. Mm-hmm. Exactly. You know what I mean? They just kind of there to just, you know, throw a little sugar on it, you know, whatever it may be. So you already got that, you know.
Because that's basically what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody that's like already got their own following, already have their own fan base, really their own money too nowadays. It's like you can't come to a management team or anybody without a budget, mm-hmm. you know, without some type of something to bring to the table for them to work with, you know. They're not just looking for artists to build. They're looking for an artist that's already an artist. They just want to put their stamp on them, you know.
Mm-hmm. So, take credit for it.
Yeah, this is basically what it is. That's all it is. Because they know talent is here. They see it. They know, like, okay, she next up. But it's like, is it worth it? Should I be invested in this? You know, I gotta see. Is she gonna be in the game for a while? So it's like a game for them too. They try to see how long you're gonna be doing it, how dedicated you are, how many years you're gonna put in your work, how you transition. You know, if they're not seeing no progress, it's like, who is gonna get behind you as a label? You're not even growing as an artist, you know. So they look for that stuff. It takes time. I heard that it takes 10 years for anybody to break through their career, whether it's a business, whether you're doing any type of business, hair company, anything you want to learn how to do. It takes 10 years to get it down pat. So I'm in my 8th year, hopefully.
Look at you.
Yes, hopefully 2 more years I'll be
doing the thing, and that's what I admire about you. You know, you continue and push through, and stick to your guns. You know what I'm saying? Because them bitches loaded. You know, they loaded. They loaded, and you keep going. And like you said, things are definitely taking off. Continue to take off.
Thank you.
Take off.
Thank you.
We watching.
Thanks.
What do you think your strongest quality is as an artist?
Stage presence.
Stage presence.
She would agree.
I would agree. You just have to like.
That's all she talk about. Like when I had first showed her you, she was like, "Oh, I just love the way like you be on the stage and everything like that. Just how you interact with everybody, So
when I was going to Lansing Community College, I took a performance class. Although I always knew how to perform, it helped. It helped to get critiques from my fellow classmates and my teacher and stuff like that. So I feel like doing that for years and then transitioning to just going to bars and clubs, it was nothing. It was like, okay, you can do this. People are there to watch you. You just give them the show, I love giving them the show.
What's something you feel that goes unrecognized about you as an artist?
My music. It's like, are y'all listening? Do y'all really take the time to listen to me? Because if y'all did, it'll be like, I feel like people will connect with me more and women will relate to me more, if they actually just took the time to listen to my music.
Do you think if you were a rapper, that you would get that recognition more so as a R&B artist?
Yeah, because it's not showcased here in Detroit, R&B singers, It's like our city is predominantly rap artists, whether it's female or male.
But it's crazy, it's Motown.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You got to bring it back. It's like where is the respect for the singers that actually sing, that actually built out? Where are those singers? Who is it? Do you have anybody in the industry like that now?
And I love that your influencer is a big powerhouse because it exudes through you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, it's Hitsville, Motown. Why can't we bring that back and, have that same energy? I think it's more predominantly, like you said, rap. It's just really a follow through of how can we get, the people to have that attention span for good quality stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I think I got an idea, and I'm gonna try. And hopefully, when my project drop May 10th, hopefully it changed some perspectives on people about what female artists and the visuals that drop with it. So hopefully that'll break through, and then just be like, okay, Motown is coming back, baby. Like this is crazy. The songs that I've worked on for this project is insane.
Absolutely, I believe it. I believe it. You already got my support for real.
Thank you.
But okay, so Baker's, Sip Bar, Bullfrog, and Mixed Bricktown are some venues that you've used for your platform and created for artists in your community to thrive. Tell us what made you put your solo career aside and focus more on your platform.
I figured that. Well, actually, let me backtrack. I had somebody that was I knew somebody that was doing showcases here, and they were heavily in the art. People they like to bring artists together. They wasn't an artist themselves, but they just like to bring artists together to showcase them. So he needed help. He was like, B, I think all of the artists follow you around when you do shows. When you have shows, they always asking you how can they get on your show. So can you start doing showcases with me, to just build your name, you can start performing at them and things like that. Just go ahead and do it with me. So I'm like, what, all right. I don't mind, getting artists out at your venue, and I'll perform too. Let's do it. And so I grew a attraction with this venue when I went. I'm like, okay, I started to see that these artists were really working hard. Everybody just trying to make it. Everybody's just trying to get somewhere. So when I started to see people networking and working hard, going to these showcases weekly, I'm like, what? I want to have that connection with with artists, because regardless of if I make it or not, I want to know that I got that connection with other artists. I want to. It's no hating. It's no we trying to get up above each other. We just all trying to make it, and we all trying to express our talent at one pace, and we just getting better and growing at the same rate. Even some doing it faster, some doing it slower, but we're growing, and that's the most important part. And that's why I wanted to do the showcases. So just to have that connection with my city.
That's pretty good. You know, it shows the love that you have for your city, the support, even when it's not being returned. You know, it just shows your true colors and your true heart. So absolutely.
It's fun too. I love seeing artists grow because I know how it is. Like I know what it's like to grow.
We actually interviewed someone who spoke on you, Just Blake. Remember
Just Blake?
Oh,
Just Blake. Yeah. She said that she definitely helped her out and shape her into, you know, the artist that she is, because she was afraid to perform with her stage presence and things of that nature.
A lot of people's first performances was like on the stages that I provided, you know, the platform that I created here. A lot of people was like, this is my first show. You know, this is my first such and such. Never did this before. So with that being said, I feel like,
that's beautiful. And, you know, they come on here and they talk about you and stuff like that. So it's you everywhere.
Hand to hand, right.
Yeah, you everywhere. Yeah. You, more than you know. So you've done some appearances in, you know, music videos, Fireworks the movie, HaHa Davis with HaHa Davis and Jackpot the Juice, and you also did the skit with him as well. And you also did an appearance where you were like interviewing on the red carpet for that festival. So how was it working with those creatives, and also do you think that you will get back into like acting and modeling more?
Yes. I did a stage play probably like a year ago at the downtown. What is can't think of the arena. It'll come to me, but it was real big. It was delicious. It was a lot of big names in it, and so that was my last time really acting. But I feel like I am going to get more into acting. Just doing more work. I want to start auditioning for musicals. So that's definitely another love of mine that I want to do. So like, I definitely am going to get back into the modeling and acting. But like you mentioned, people like HaHa and Jackpot and stuff like that. So working with them was very fun. We all got a love for what we do. And previously to working with HaHa, me and him used to be roommates in Lansing. Lansing Community College. We was going to school together at Lansing Community College. So I remember him like, you know what, I do not want to go to school no more. I just don't. I just want to make a video. And he just started making videos, and it just never stopped. Like, never stopped. So still to this day, me and him got a relationship. Like, he getting ready to appear in the Why You Acting Like a Bitch video. So yeah, so that's a good friend of mine. And Jackpot, he's hilarious. I met him way before, you know, too, and we used to do Wild and Out in our houses together and have little skits and just have fun, you know. It's like everybody been doing this way before the Instagram, you feel me? They was already shaping themselves up to who we are today. So it's crazy because when you look at artists now in the industry, you be like, oh, they knew each other before? Like, they was kids when they knew each other, you know? So that's how it is now. We just growing up together, and they're really cool to work with. Real fun. Real fun. Beautiful. Yeah.
So for 3 years, well, it's probably a little bit over 3 years now, you put your music on hold. You was putting out like singles here and there, but as far as like a big project, you put that on hold. And then you just recently are about to put out a project. You said May 10th.
Yes.
Called Bad Vibes. So can you tell us a little bit about that? One, what made you decide to say like, okay, you know, I've done this platform, you know, for other artists and everything like that. Let me start to focus on pushing my music more. And then two, just tell us a little bit about that project.
Okay. I've been doing showcases for 5 years, so it was kind of about time to, you know, lay off of it a little bit. It's like I had a plan, and it was to save up enough money to be able to fund my projects, fund my career. So while I'm still doing showcases, I'm not throwing my own showcases no more. Now I'm more like a showcase media manager. I go behind and I help people build their own showcases. I'm like, I don't even want to be involved in booking the artists and stuff like that no more. I'm just managing people's showcases. I do get on the mic and I host, but I'm trying to, you know, stray away from that and like you said, and focus more on my music and my project. Like I'm getting ready to start touring off of this EP, so it's like I had to put a lot of work behind it. And once I came up with, all right, you know what, go to the studio, lock down, shut down the showcases for a second. I met up with the producer Jay West, and I just locked myself in the studio for weeks, and I just came up with like a good 15-30 tracks, and I picked a few for the project. I'm like, you know what, this is the direction I want to go, and I'm just gonna put these songs on it. I'm gonna name it Bad Vibes, because I don't feel like it's necessarily one vibe. It's like bad vibes. It's like all of my vibes. You can cry, you can get happy, you can dance, you can get sad. You know, it's like, it's vibey. You know, it's my vibe. So it was just like, I gotta do that, and I decided to just write. I wrote all these tracks, you know, besides the Why You Acting Like a Bitch is a bonus on the EP, and I wrote it from my heart. I wanted to be real vulnerable with this project, and I wanted to give people a part of me that they never seen before. Like I mentioned earlier in my interview about me being poor, you know, when I was growing up, you know, I expressed that in this project. I expressed times where I did things that I didn't want to do as a woman, you know, for my child. I expressed things where I didn't want to love no more, you know. So I just wanted to show everybody the most vulnerable part of me in this project, and that's why it's called Bad Vibes EP.
Okay, we'll definitely check that out May 10th. What is your vision for this project?
Well, the vision for this project is, like I said, to open up everyone's eyes to who Bianca Bad is. And once people start to relate to who I am, you know, and get to know me, it's like, now I got y'all attention. Now I can start working on the bad side of me, because I actually want to, you know, dance and do way more. This was more so singing and getting everybody to know I could sing and just connecting with them. But now it's like, okay, I'm about to do the what's her name, Tiana Taylor. Now I'm about to do the
that's
Janet
my
Jackson
boo.
now. I'm about to do the Biance now. I'm about to tear it up, you know. So that's what I plan on. People gonna see a whole nother side of me. Like, okay, she dropped the Bad Vibes, but I didn't know she had this right around the corner. This is just a warm up, you know.
Preview.
Just a warm up. Yeah, just a sneak peek. And then once this warm up is done, it's like, okay, here we go. Here's the main course. Yeah, for sure.
So, can you give us a fun fact about you?
I have a 1-year-old. That's very fun.
Absolutely.
She's,
Yeah, I bet.
A joy to raise. She's very humble. She's smart, and she's funny. So that's fun.
And she's singing a little bit.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if y'all pay attention to the Insta stories, but she be singing. She say thank you Jesus. She know how to say words and just sing lines. Like, you'll be like, girl, you know what? How you know how to sing? So yeah, so she's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And one more thing, what's something that you want your fans to remember you by?
I really want my fans to remember me by my struggle and how I overcame it, and to remember me by my heart and my my pure genuineness, and how I really care for artists and myself, and just knowing who I am as a person. Just remembering me for being humble, for being loving and caring, you know, because I love people and I just want to grow, and I want everybody else to make it too, just as well as me. So I just want everybody to remember me as being just such a loving person, you know.
Do you have any shout outs that you would like to give?
No. It's like, I want them to remember me.
Only me.
Let's see. So if I don't say your name, don't be mad at me. But I first want to give a shout out to God. I always say that because he's the head of my life. I want to shout out my producers. I want to shout out radio stations. I'm not even gonna say names in particularly, because I'm not even about no. I want to shout out like best friends. I want to shout out my love life. I want to shout out people that my family. I want to definitely shout out y'all. Y'all are very supportive, and I appreciate y'all for keeping Riley for me. Like now, whenever I need to get anything done, they said if it's anything music related, go. you know, we got her, you know. I wanted to bring her out. I wanted to sit her right here. But she had her nap today.
Oh,
it would have
been,
she would have been grabbing everything. It would have been bad. And she loved guitars. I see y'all got a guitar. She probably would try to play with it, you know, so just, you know.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank you for coming out to the Real Visual Outlet. We appreciate you, and we wish you much success.
Thank you so much.
And for those of you that's watching, don't give her no bullshit. Take her serious.
Take me serious.
Take her serious.
You know, I'll be like a bag, you know.
Want me as bad as I want you, and if I gotta beg, I don't mind, 'cause I need to. It may seem like I'm talking crazy. Tonight we might just go have fun, baby. I know it's a sticky situation, 'cause you got a girl at home waiting, patient. Blowing up your phone, 3 o'clock, you ain't coming home. And she don't know that I got you alone, and I need more.